Okay, we have been baking and making salads and roasting, and now we're doing my favorite thing with this Suriny rice bran oil, which is stir frying. It is wonderful. It has a high smoke point, so you can get this nice and high. You can get it hotter than peanut oil, which is another excellent oil to fry with, but this is lighter. The food absorbs less of the oil, and it just makes everything taste wonderful. So what we're going to do today is we are going to do it with some chicken. We're going to do a chicken and basil stir fry. So we're going to get a nice big pan. It doesn't have to be a wok. The bigger the better though for stir frying, because you want to have that oil nice and hot. You're going to get those vegetables in there and they are just going to sear right up. So we are going to heat this pan up, get it good and hot. What we're going to do is we have some red onion, we have broccoli, carrots, some mushrooms. If you don't like one of those, stir fry is wonderful because you can substitute what you like. It is not a hard and fast, oh, I got to measure out my 2 cups of broccoli. It's like, okay, about 2 cups of broccoli, you know, and if you don't like broccoli, well, you can substitute cauliflower. It's whatever you like. So we're going to use a little bit of this wonderful oil. We're just going to use 1 tablespoon to start. We use a total of 2 tablespoons, 1 in the beginning for the vegetables, and then we'll give it another 1 tablespoon at the end for the chicken. We have 1 tablespoon of oil in here, and we're going to get it good and hot. You don't need to have any special equipment. A spoon and this little turner thing are fine. You don't have to have special wok tools. There is no special ingredients required. We're going to take half of a large onion. I've sliced it vertically because I think it helps to keep the texture a little better. We're going to toss that in. I have about 3 large shiitake mushrooms. I've taken the stems off and cut them up into little bite-sized pieces. If you don't have shiitake mushrooms, you can substitute whatever your favorite mushroom is. Now to spice or to give this a little extra freshness, I have about a teaspoon of grated orange peel. This is just going to give it that little bit of fresh citrus flavor and just help to wake everything up. If you don't have an orange laying around, you could substitute a little lemon peel. We're going to stir fry this for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how hot your wok is, just to get the onion caramelized and the mushrooms cooked. Then we're going to add some more vegetables. Okay, this has been going for about 3 minutes. The onions are softening up, starting to caramelize just a smidge. The mushrooms have softened up, and you can smell that wonderful orange rind. And you can get this pan as hot as you want. Like I said, this Suriny rice bran oil has a very high smoke point, a very high flash point. You can stoke this up and do a just wonderful stir fry. And you can see there is still oil in the pan. The mushrooms have not even soaked up that 1 tablespoon of oil. It's amazing. And they're usually like a sponge. So we're going to add our broccoli and some julienne cut carrots. This is about 2 large carrots full. I cheated and bought it pre-julienne. You can do that too, or you can cut up your own. So we'll stir fry this for another 3 to 5 minutes until the broccoli is a bright green and the carrots have started to cook. Now while you're doing this, you can be cooking up some rice to go along with this. And you have a wonderful meal. It's quicker than Chinese takeout, especially if you have to drive a few minutes to get it. And it's so much healthier because you know what's in it. You've put in the healthy fat, you've put in the healthy ingredients, lots of colors, and it's all fresh. Okay, we've been stir frying this for about 3 minutes. The broccoli is a beautiful green. The carrots are starting to go a little limp, so they're not so crunchy anymore. We are going to take this out of the pan, and we are going to do the chicken. Just going to put this. We're going to add just 1 more tablespoon of the Suriny rice bran oil, and that's going to do our chicken. And as you can see, the oil has gone out of the pan, but the vegetables are nice and coated. It's not all soaked into it. They're beautifully steamed and stir-fried. We are going to take some chicken tenders, about a pound. We've just cut them up into little bite-sized pieces. We'll stir-fry those really quick. Once again, we're not going to absorb much of the oil. And we're going to give this chicken a nice light flavor. We want to stir fry the chicken for about 5 minutes. We want to make sure it's completely cooked through. Vegetables, you can always cook a little less. They're fine if they're a little raw, but you do not want to eat any raw chicken. One of the nice things about using this rice bran oil is that the high smoke point and the high flash point mean less smoke coming up when you're stir frying, less in the air. I know a lot of people don't like to cook at home because they think all that oil is going into the air. Well, with this, there is a lot less smoke because it has a high smoke point, so therefore you have a lot less grease in your house. The high smoke point also means that there are less carcinogens formed because the oil does not break down as soon as it does in other oils. There's also been studies shown that the rice bran oil helps to decrease your susceptibility to certain cancers and may help prevent some types of cancer. Okay, where chicken is cooked, we're almost done. All we have to do is put the vegetables back in, toss those around a little bit, and we're going to season it very simply because with the rice bran oil, you get all the flavor of the carrot and the broccoli. It just shines through, and we don't want to cover that up. Too many times we have stir fries that all you taste is the sauce. You don't really taste the vegetables or the chicken. And with these fresh ingredients, you want to taste them. So all we're going to do is we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of fresh basil that we've julienned, cut into little strips. That's going to give a brightness to this, a little herby brightness. And we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of tamari soy sauce, more or less to taste. I like to use about 1 tablespoon. If somebody at your family wants more, they can add it at the table. Then you toss it together, and it is ready to go. And it is just gorgeous, bright colors, healthy, and quick. Who wouldn't enjoy to have some of this when you came home from work?